Hi guys, welcome to another episode of The Aspiring Entrepreneur. I'm your host Hamza Chowdhury. In this video, I'd like to talk to you about the Moderna stock. It's been a little while since we've talked about the stock. It's something I've talked about pretty much a lot this year. You know, it's one of my favorite stocks to short. And I actually stopped shorting the stock quite a while ago, and you can see the reason why. So when we first had this major move in the middle of summer, this is when everything was COVID related, everyone was shutting down, and we were still trying to get the country back open. And Moderna seemed like that was going to be the leading sort of vaccine. And so what happened was we had these push. But the real interesting thing was every time we pushed Moderna, it failed. And when we pushed again, it failed. And it failed all the way over here to this trend line I drew around the $54 range. And then all of a sudden, the stock started to see this rebound and a push back up to 70 with a lot of sideways action in the last few months. And then really starting in November, where we knew that the vaccine was coming out, COVID cases were going up. We saw this sort of rotation from tech back into the vaccine. And what's been really interesting about it is that we're not failing, right? We're actually squeezing people out. So if you're shorting the stock, what you're going to start seeing is that you're probably getting squeezed. So instead of going upwards and failing, what I did is I actually had a bunch of longs on this day here, this third red candle. And it was interesting because Pfizer had actually sold off early on around the same time. And I expected with Pfizer sort of being the closest competition to Moderna, anytime that they had a positive catalyst, I expected Moderna to sold off, which it previously done. But at this point, we can definitely tell where the money's coming in. And we can also see that, look how low the volume was sort of in the months of, August, September, October. And now you can see over the last couple of weeks where the volume is. So what's the volume? That's people buying in the stock, trading the stock, selling the stock. And so as we had this sort of pullback, I actually had a few hundred shares here at the $90 range. Sold a little too early, but you can see quickly over the last couple trading sessions going into Thanksgiving, we had this massive upward push. And you can see that, again, using the upward band of the Bollinger Band, it's a bullish signal. And you can see that within the band, we haven't even really consolidated since the mid 90s. So we've had this push all the way up to 130. And see, these are all-time highs. And when a stock has an all-time high, you can't really look left and see like, well, where's the resistance going to be? Because there's no resistance because these are all-time highs. But obviously we know that the move is extremely extended. You can tell on the daily RSI that we are overbought. You can see on the momentum that and the the average to range that we're definitely bullish on the stock, and it's probably not the best time to go in at the current price levels. And what we want to do is look for a pullback. So what I've drawn here are a couple levels that I'm looking at personally for day trading. And the first one is here right in the 105 range, where we saw some buyers come in. And then of course, I'm looking here for a dip buy as well. Now, again, because we haven't seen these levels before, don't be surprised if these levels break. And if they're not sustained, they can easily come back right back into the 90s, right? So we've had a lot of sideways actions in the 90 range, which would be the ultimate buy, but I just don't see that stock dropping unless some major catalyst comes out where Moderna's vaccine's not safe, it's not desirable, maybe a competitor's vaccine is going to take the lead and Moderna's going to sit on the sidelines, or they have to cut the price value of the vaccine. But this is going to be the leading vaccine. This is going to be the leader out of them all. So this stock can be sort of like a Novax. If you were part of the NOVAX move where you saw it go all the way up to like almost $200, this is going to be something that gets really pumped up. So if you're looking to dip buy, definitely don't buy at the current levels. What you want to see is where did it fail and where did it pick up. So on the last trading session on Friday, right, we can see here at this 120 range that we had Moderna bounced after it essentially squeezed people. So if you're shorting the stock, you came here, it failed, and then it retested, it failed, and guess what? Then it just blew everybody out, okay? So a lot of shorts were probably out here getting squeezed, and you can see that the volume picked up, and then it sort of sold off, and then it got bought back again. So these are the levels that we want to look at when we're buying the stock, but because it is all-time highs, like I said, we don't have any type of sideways actions in the 120s. So personally, if I were to buy in the 120 range, I'd go light with the potential of adding in the low 100s. Okay, guys, so with that said, I wish you the best of luck trading. If you liked the video, please hit the like and subscribe button to the channel, and feel free to hit the subscribe button and share it with any of your friends and family. And I appreciate any support. As always, if you have any questions or comments, add them below, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Okay, bye-bye. Take care. Thank you.